What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over, covering, talking about our top 10 small forwards right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Now, this is not a one-size-fits-all, okay? If you're loving at the small forward position, running a certain guy that's not included here, that's fine. Like, especially when it comes down to hidden gems, I included one hidden gem on this list because it's a hidden gem that literally everybody in season 1 could have gotten. Outside of that, that's the only hidden gem I'm including. So even for me, I love a guy like Bazelis, but guess what? Bazelis is not a card right now that I can say consistently that is, you know, that everyone can get. So especially in season 2, I'm not going to include him. So just kind of realize that as I do hop into it. And this is my personal list, okay? My personal thoughts on things. We're going to start off at number 10 with Rudy G. I think with Rudy, he's a solid card, but there's just something like missing with him. Like, he's tough to defend. I feel like whenever I play against Rudy, he actually cooks me. But when I'm looking at the card, I'm looking at a card with, you know what, 26 base badges if he is fully badged. Solid 3-ball, good driving dunk, speed's fine. Defense is just okay, though. I mean, that's the one thing with Rudy that when I'm looking at the card, I'm like, yeah, he's a solid card. I can't hate a whole ton, but I just feel like defensively, you know, he's just okay. And he's solid. Like, I can't really overly hate on him. He's going to knock down shots. Defensively, he's going to be okay. 6'8 frame, good player model, player build. I just wish stat-wise the card was slightly better. I think that's my main thing with Rudy. If stat-wise he was slightly better, he'd be even higher on this list. Compared to that, my number 9, Rui Hachimura. Okay, completely different cards. With Rui Hachimura, you're looking at a card that's going to be way better stat-wise, way better badge-wise. Rui can literally get every badge in the game. One thing about Rui is because of the, you know, quick jump shot, he's going to be better this year than he has at least last year. Like, Rui used to have one of the best releases on the game. They obviously nerfed it a little bit, but catch shoot release is going to be fantastic. Defensively fantastic. Good player model, player build. Dunking the basketball, elite. There's really no flaws in Rui Hachimura whatsoever. If you get this card, you've got one of the top small forwards in the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's really no questions to be asked. I absolutely like what this card gets into. The problem for me is he is going to be crazy expensive. You know that, you realize that. But again, at number 9 is maybe even underrating the card. At my number 8, we are going to be plugging in the Diamond Alex English card. Another card that I really do like and I hate playing against. Alex English, good hot spots, 93 speed, great defense, 90 driving dunk, solid speed with ball. One thing about it is Rui Hachimura badge-wise is going to be quite a bit better, so that's something obviously important to note here. But as far as an overall card, as far as the overall picture, I really do like what Alex English can provide for you guys. 6'8", similar to Rui Hachimura. Solid hot spots, great from the midi, 96 midi, which you guys might say, who cares, it doesn't matter, but a lot of work right now is done in the midi compared to what it has been in the past. Again, great release. There's just not a whole lot of flaws. Pretty comparable to Carmelo Anthony. Melo is just a little bit better, right? But Alex English really solid at my number 8, especially on the defensive side of the ball. At my number 7, we're plugging in Tom Gugliotta. Here's the thing with Tom, right? And this is something I do want to bring up to you guys. It's like, when I'm looking at Tom, he is so complete. He's a different option than you know, the cards we've covered so far. But the one thing about Tom is he is 6'10", right? 6'10" frame is crazy. Solid 3-ball, max dunking, great defense. Total badge is not as good as some of the other guys we've talked about. But again, the card is 6'10". So think about this, like a Jonathan Isaac card that's going to be way better offensively, slightly worse defensively. Because if you have Jonathan Isaac, you can run him. But I'm telling you right now, I like Tom even more because his defense is going to be light years ahead of him. When I play against Tom, I actually hate it. Like, I think he gives me about as many problems as anybody else that I've covered so far on this list. So gotta respect it. Coming in at my number 7. At my number 6 is a card I really do not love. It is the Pink Diamond Jayson Tatum, right? I really do not love Tatum, but I gotta respect what the card does provide. So let's talk about what Jayson Tatum does provide, okay? Badge-wise, you're looking at, you know, 8 Hall of Famers, 25 base badges, fully badged 30, pretty good, right? 94 3-ball, max dunk, good speed ball, good speed, really solid defense. Like, when I'm looking at Jayson Tatum, stat-wise, the card's incredible. His animations stink, though. They stink. Whenever I play against Jayson Tatum, he is nothing special. He doesn't have a fade. His catch and shoot release is at best okay. I mean, it's easy to time, easy to green. It's just not overly quick. It's just not overly tough to defend, in my opinion. So, like, at that stage, it's just fine. I just have a really hard time getting to Jayson Tatum. I think that's really where I'm at with it. The card does not stink. He's fine. I just can't get to him in my top small forwards as far as being top 5. I can't get to him. He's fine, and if you want to run Jayson Tatum, if you're a big Jayson Tatum fan, do what you got to do. But this card is way overpriced. He's $1 million MT for a card that's not even, in my opinion, a top 5 small forward. That's crazy. And at my number 5, we're going to get to a card that was free last season in Bruce Bowen. There is not anybody out there that can ever make me hate on Bruce Bowen. Ever. I love this card. He's got a 94 3 ball, an 85 driving dunk, defensively off the charts good. You can't hate on it. Release-wise, super chick. You're never going to miss with it. Normal leaner, which doesn't really matter as much now. Here's the thing for me. Bruce Bowen is chicken with a 94 3 ball. He's got a good driving dunk. His speed, agility, defense is off the charts good. There is nothing anybody can say to make me hate on Bruce Bowen. The other thing people could say is, Ty, do you like Bruce at the 2 or the 3 more? That's the only thing people can ask me, because I will never hate on Bruce Bowen. I think this card is literally so good on this game, and I think if you're hating on Bruce, you're missing out, because this card is literally so good on this game. You're never gonna miss with him. He plays outstanding defense. I'd even go as far as saying I think this card is still to this day underrated for the majority of the community. At my number 4, we are plugging in KD. I've played against KD, and I haven't really seen anything with KD. Here's my big problem with KD. If you pull the base KD or you buy the base KD, realize you're going to have to badge him up fully. So what does that mean? Well, let's start with applying 5 badges. You're going to have to apply 5 badges to him. Meanwhile, you're going to have to upgrade 14 different badges. You're going to buy KD for 1.5 million MT, and then you're going to have to realize, guess what? Oh, I'm going to have to spend 200,000 more on badges. It's crazy for KD. The card is obviously good, gonna shoot the ball well, offensively gonna be elite, shooting the ball incredibly good. But remember, fades are not what they once were. So the KD fade, which is good, isn't as valuable as it was when the Pro Pass KD was in the game, right? It's just not quite as valuable. Defensively, KD's got good height at 6'10", but his defense is nothing special throughout the card. No hot spots from 3, which does that matter a ton? Not necessarily a ton, but it does matter. And you know, when I'm trying to rank cards, to me personally, I like Bruce Bowen more than KD. But obviously, I get it. KD probably is better at 6'10", so he is going to be higher. But I'm not buying into the hype, especially for his price tag. It just does not make sense. At my number 3, I'm throwing in Glenn Rice. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. I use Bruce Bowen over Glenn Rice. Right now, I do. But I'm not a fool. Right? I'm not a fool. I'm not willing to admit that Glenn Rice is a card that cooks me more than anybody else. He is. There's not one card in this game that cooks me more consistently than Glenn Rice outside of maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Badge-wise, he's better than KD. Offensively, he's better than KD. The only thing KD is going to maybe do better than Glenn is have a better fade and defend better. Like, that's really it. Like, that's all I can really say about him. So, again, for me, it's really tough for me to get to Glenn Rice. For me personally, I'm more of a defensive head than an offensive head. But I hate playing against Glenn Rice. He absolutely cooks me on a consistent basis. So, is 3 too high? Maybe. But I'm genuinely serious when I tell you Glenn Rice cooks me more than anybody else. A card that last season I said I don't even love, because again, I like Bruce Bowen more, is at my number 3, which is actually kind of crazy that we are in that situation. At my number 2, we are plugging in Pink Diamond Carmelo Anthony. It's crazy. People are close to getting that dark matter rep Carmelo already. Like, I've been grinding the game, and I'm not even close to getting Melo, man. People are crazy when it comes down to grinding the game. They're crazy. Melo is incredible, though. Let's start with the release on quick. Normal leaner on quick. Offensively elite. 10 Hall of Famers, including some great ones. Total badges, not necessarily ideal. 27 fully badged. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not necessarily ideal to me. Offensively, Melo is one of the best cards in the game. The problem is defensively, Melo leaves something to be desired, and I'm not hating on Carmelo. I'm just being honest with you and saying defensively, the card leaves something to be desired. So do I love Melo? I think the card's really solid. Do I think he is the best small forward in the game? One of them. I genuinely do. And that's crazy because, again, defensively, he leaves so much to be desired. But you're looking at a card, release on quick, 92 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, great speed ball, great ball handle. Again, pre-patch Melo might have even been number 1. Genuinely serious. Pre-patch Melo was the real deal. At this stage, though, post-patch Melo, it's really tough for me to get any higher than number 2. At my number 1, I'm throwing in Pink Diamond Kawhi Leonard. And here's the deal. I struggle against Kawhi more than anybody else on this game. I genuinely think he is the most complete small forward on the game. And this is coming from somebody myself. I've never had Kawhi. 89 3 ball, 85 driving dunk, solid speed ball, solid ball, 90 speed, great defense, great badge-wise. To me, he's a slightly better version of a Bruce Bowen. I think it really is that simple. Release-wise, incredibly good. Fade going right still is fine. As far as, going left doesn't really matter. Dribble style's on normal, so it's like not going to create, but he does have that Kawhi behind the back, which you can somewhat create offense with. He's never going to miss in the catch and shoot situation. His release is it. He's literally going to get every important badge that you need him to get. If on this Kawhi you throw Limitless on him, Rise Up, mini marksman, brick wall, maybe dimer on him, you've got every badge the card really needs. I genuinely think Kawhi Leonard right now is the best small forward in the game. Is it close, right? Is it close between him and Melo and him and everybody else? Honestly, I don't know, right? Like, I think my 2 through 5 is basically interchangeable, and I think there's a gap between Kawhi and the rest. I genuinely do. So that's really going to wrap it up for my video today. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this list down below in the comments. Who was I too high on? Who was I too low on? Who did I miss out on? Let me know all of those things down below in the comments, because obviously I'm eager to hear your guys' opinion on things. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.